Hey Dallas, Dr. Brian here with Dallas Synergy Chiropractic. And listen, we are walking into a massive neurological perfect storm. It is about to hit us, and it's happening soon. But first of all, if you have not liked our Facebook page or subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do that right now. But listen, I'm going to let you in. People are not talking about this. We're talking about a pandemic and everything. Listen, this is serious stuff that we're walking into right now. Okay, in the genius epiphany of our government, they decided that on the same weekend as Halloween, when our kids are going to get dairy, gluten, dyes, and processed sugars, they thought, hey, let's mess with their sleep schedule. That's smart. Okay, worst idea ever. Okay, terrible idea. Lots of our kids have gut issues. Let's see. Let's mess with their sleep. Does that impact gut issues? Yes. What are they thinking? Okay, so lots of my neurodevelopmental kiddos have gut issues. Lots of them don't sleep well. So let's mess with that. At the same time, we're going to bombard them with sugar. Terrible idea. Gluten, terrible idea. Dairy, terrible idea. Dyes, terrible idea. Look, so we're walking into this same weekend. Woo! Get excited. Okay, so listen to me. Look, there's going to be gut issues. There's going to be sinus issues. They're going to get sick. Do you think it's flu season, or do you think, hey, my kid just had their sleep schedule messed with, and there's a ton of gluten, dairy, dyes, and sugars involved? Yeah, okay, all right. So listen here. When you lose sleep, especially if you can lose sleep, because I read an article by Harvard, and they talk about your sleep schedule being messed up for up to a week. FYI, you cannot make up sleep. So if you miss 2 hours of sleep on Monday, you cannot make it up on Saturday. Literally, neurologically impossible, cannot happen. Science says no, not going to happen. So our kids are going to be walking into this. You're going to be walking into this. So this week, prep. Be on time to go to bed. If your normal bedtime is 10, be in bed by 10. I'm telling families right now, prep for 10 minutes beforehand. So, if you're 10, then we'll be 9:50. Following day, 9:40. So we're going to try to back it up a whole hour. Brian, why would you do that? Because I want you to be well rested for this storm that's coming. You can't literally give yourself a buffer, but maybe if we're well rested, we have a little bit of buffer there. Just a little bit that'll help get us through that week, okay? Because I'm telling you, once you disrupt the sleep and get all this candy, our gut is going to be more porous, meaning it's going to open up, and it's going to allow proteins like dairy and gluten. And it's going to just massive inflammatory responses, massive immune responses, and our kids are going to feel terrible. They're going to be moody. They're going to get sick. It's going to happen. I'm telling you right now, I am Nostradamus. I'm predicting the future here. Not literally, I just know what stresses the body. I know what happens when you mess with your sleep and then you get dairy, gluten, dyes. So listen, get to sleep on time. Try to get to bed a little bit earlier, up to an hour earlier. I know you're like, don't get out of bed. Just stay in bed for the extra 2 hours. Just stay there, okay? Just don't get out of bed. Tell your kids they can't get out of bed. Have them snuggle in the bed with you. I don't care, but don't get out of the bed. Try to get as much sleep as you can this week in an intent to have a well-rested body for the following week. 2, you got to figure out the dyes, gluten, dairy, all that fun stuff, right? So for us, we limit the number of streets our kids can go on. So we may go up or down a street, but that's it. Secondly, they don't know this, but for every piece of candy they get, we throw one out. Well, yeah, good idea. And then, if possible, talk to them. Just tell them what's up. Their guts are going to be ruined from this stuff. The sleep is going to mess with their gut, and then we're going to throw fuel on the fire and just, wreak havoc on their life. And so, look, if your kiddos have gut issues, if you have gut issues, get your sleep. Navigate what you can do. Limit the number of streets, maybe. That may be very easy this year, but limit the number of houses you hit. Space out the candy over a long period of time. If you can, throw away a piece of candy for every piece of candy you eat. But ultimately, you have to prep for this. And then, I know it's getting cold out. It's getting dark out. Drink lots of water and vitamin D, people. I cannot emphasize this enough. One of the biggest stressors that we walk into, and why this is called the flu season, is because vitamin D levels are going to go down because we're not getting as much sunlight. So we need to sleep, get our vitamin D in, and try to reduce the processed dairy, gluten, and dyes, okay? I hope this helps you. I hope it makes some sense. I hope you can walk into the storm and kind of see what's going on. But lastly, just remember your kids' behaviors are a window into their brain. So I want you to understand, look, you're probably gonna see some behavioral changes. Just remember, sleep is altered. They've got gluten and dairy and dyes and processed sugars. That's gonna impact their gut, which ultimately impacts their brain. So their behaviors may change. They may be moodier. They may be uglier emotionally, is what I mean. They may just ultimately change. But look, we can change it. We can be ahead of the curve. We can attempt to slow this down, stop some of the momentum of the storm, and ultimately help try to navigate some of this here. I hope this helps. This is Dr. Ryan with Dallas Synergy Chiropractic. Health by Choice.